Guys have underestimated me my entire life, and for years I never understood why. It used to really bother me. But then one day I was driving my little boy to school, and I saw this quote by Walt Whitman. It was painted on the wall there. It said, "Be curious, not judgmental."
Great moments are born from great opportunity. And that's what you have here tonight, boys. That's what you've earned here tonight.
Beyond the Bench with Brad Payne and Matt Brigance right here on 102.7 The Game.
Tonight, we skate with them. Tonight, we stay with them. And we shut them down because we can. Tonight, we are the greatest hockey team in the world.
It's Beyond the Bench, 102.7 The Game, brought to you by the Green River Area Federal Credit Union. Vic Evans with Matt Brigance here in the Floor Concept Studios. You're back. And then on the Green River Area Federal Credit Union hotline, we've got Coach Brad Payne. Are you with us, Coach Payne?
I'm with you all for now.
For now, there you go. You're out traveling around, and hey, in full transparency, because of fall break and Coach Brigance, he's going down to Turks and Caicos with all the money he makes from Beyond the Bench, and so
in gold coins.
There you go. He's going to be down there. I think he's taking his whole entourage down to Turks and Caicos. So this is a Saturday afternoon Beyond the Bench, and so
we have no idea what's going on in the sports world.
No, what? As we're going right now, it looks like IU. Now they're playing right there with Oregon, and evidently Kirk Cincinnati. Listen, he knows what he's doing. Nice. He's up there playing with Oregon. It was 13-10 with the lead at the half, and they hadn't got screwed by the officials on maybe the worst non-pass interference call in the history of college football. Could have been worse.
He's a good coach. I actually need Oregon to win as I got him in a parlay on the money line.
Well, when we get to our betting segment, I won't be able to tell you guys where you stand because there's a lot of games that you guys are betting that happen on Saturday and then on Sunday. So we're kind of missing there. But, Coach Payne, I got to ask you, how's your weekend going? I know you've been jet flying around all over the country, too, going to some weddings. I got to ask, as a former coach, when you get asked to come to a former player's wedding, that has to at least make you feel good.
Gives you hope that there's still good people out there. And that's why we do the coaching deal, right? Certainly not the money or the fame or anything like that. And it's certainly not to make friends with parents.
That's a given.
I don't know if you make friends with anybody, Coach. Let's just be honest.
This is one relationship that lasted. I'm not sure how as much grief as I gave him and vice versa. But Stuart Curry was one of the best players that ever walked into Texas County. I got the honor of coaching him for years.
Yeah, and he's very underrated, I think. We talked about our top 10 list that we did since 1980 in basketball. I'm not so sure if you did a top 20 list. He needs to be on that list.
Yeah, he can't remember now. I'm in the car, but I think it was like 32 or 36 great games, great double-doubles that he had going back to his junior season. He averaged 24 and 14 his senior season.
That's unbelievable. I mean, are you the one keeping stats? I mean, surely it's not you keeping stats, is it?
Me. I can't do both at the same time. I can barely coach the games. Never let keep the stats and coach them. But it's really nice. I've said this, and it got said many times during the wedding and the reception and the rehearsals and all that stuff that, it's been weddings and been asked to be a godfather. I've had a kid named after me. Like, those are the times.
You're like a great god.
It's unbelievable.
Kid named after you.
He's like a great god.
His parents must have really, really hated Coach Payne. Or their kid they didn't like very much. Name him after Coach Payne.
Nobody needs their ego stroked more than Bradley Payne. And, so it's.
That's rich coming from you yet again. Mr. Narcissistic himself, Matt Brigance, ladies and gentlemen.
There you go. Absolutely.
Bradley Payne, the Greek god.
That's what he is.
Well, I'll take that one over what I just called you.
No, and are you ready for your Florida trip? Are you gonna go down there? You got your Speedo ready?
Yes, I got my Ohio County Eagle Speedo ready. He's got a big eagle,
Well, I think it would be like
I'm sure it's a little bitty eagle with a beak.
I'm sure on your Speedo would be very big.
A little bitty beak.
Oh boy!
How about this,
It's a
Coach
family
Payne?
show, Bradley.
Hold on, we got to give credit where credit's due. How about the Ohio County Football Eagles breaking the 26-game losing streak?
They won today.
And
Let's
taking
go.
down a game today on a Saturday afternoon game. And they took down Holmes.
Yeah,
And-
so Holmes won a game. So I was talking to Coach Paul Decker and the AD at Ohio County, and I said we need to find out who Holmes beat and schedule them for next year.
Hold on, you got Thomas Nelson next
Yeah,
week.
they're bad.
You could go from 26 straight losses to 2 in a row.
Yeah, so it was so bad that so it was 4th and 10, and we were punting, and Holmes jumped off sides. So then it's 4th and 5. We're punting again. They jump off sides again, and we get a first down.
Nice.
So it's but you know
Hey,
what?
take them however you can get them.
A win's a win.
A win's
And
a win's a win.
I've been there before sometimes. Not quite to this
Yes.
extent, but I'm really happy for the guys, and they needed that one. And Trent Moeller definitely, that's his first win as a head coach, football coach at Ohio County, and he's a great dude, and he really needed that one. I'm really, really happy for him.
Well, congratulations, Coach Moeller, on the first win. Get a win next week against Thomas More, and they'll talk about building statues.
They will. They'll build a statue. Yeah.
That's what you need to do. And hey, our prayers out to the South Spencer. Got really good news today where, the South Spencer player that was hurt and they had to, they landed the ambulance helicopter basically on the field at South Spencer last night, picked him up, and he had to go to IU. I think he went into Indianapolis, a hospital up there. But you did hear this morning that he got feeling and movement back in all
That's
his
great.
extremities, and it looked like the CAT scan and all the other tests that they've done have kind of came back negative, negative for any major injuries. Still got a ways to go, and that's always got to be a scary thing. That's the one thing about football when you're talking about 15 to 18-year-old kids and you get an injury like that where you go down and you lose movement or feeling in the extremities. For a young kid, a young boy, that's got to be super scary. So great news coming out of South Spencer.
His parents are been just in a nervous wreck.
Oh,
and
without a doubt.
I couldn't imagine.
Without a doubt. And I've got to ask you, Coach Payne, I was looking at, Kylie's softball stats, and it's been unbelievable fall, but is softball over with? Are they now transitioned to only basketball?
No, we're going until November 1st. In fact, that's where I'm headed now. I landed in Nashville and they're playing in Columbia. So it worked out to where I just hopped off the plane, got in the car and headed about an hour and 15, a little bit more south, and going to pick up one pool game and some bracket games tomorrow.
Have you and Natalie ever sat down and just put down on paper the cost of travel softball and travel basketball for you guys?
I'd be scared too.
A hard cost of what you guys spend on those two girls on sports.
There's absolutely no telling. It's ridiculous. And I sit here and gripe and moan about it on a podcast, and I'm part of the problem.
Well, and I will say this, though. I got to ask you, you look at it happens so fast. You look at it, 10 years from now, you're going to wish you had those days back that you were spending that money again.
Oh, I won't regret it. I won't regret it. I do right now. You get buyer's remorse every weekend when you look at the tab.
What's a good thing you make all that money you make?
Right. I say that now, and I'm looking at my phone every 3 seconds, scared to death because my phone's a piece of crap, and I don't know if it's going to go out of signal or not. So,
well, speaking of former players, and this also kind of ties in with Coach Brigance, I want to give a big shout out to one of my former players, Tyler Titchener, who played for me at Ohio County.
He played for me basketball.
Yep, played basketball. He was a baseball star. I know his senior year at Ohio County for me, the guy hit .517 with 66 stolen bases in the leadoff spot in
impressive.
a high school game. He has been named. Yes, not everybody uses MaxPreps, but that year we also put our stats on MaxPreps along with KHSAA, and I think that year he was top 7 in stolen bases in the country for MaxPreps.
That's
but
impressive.
he is being he got inducted into
right?
the Trevecca Nazarene Sports Hall of Fame down there, was where he went to Trevecca Nazarene College. And when he graduated, he was number 2 all-time Division II baseball in hits. And the problem was he was 5 hits short. In the senior year, he got suspended like 8 games. Like he would have graduated.
gosh.
Yeah, and it was for the dumbest thing ever. It was like one of the dumbest things ever that he had to sit out for. And but he would have graduated as the all-time hits leader. But I think he's still number 3. I think another guy has kind of passed him at 2, but I still think he's in the top 3 all-time D2 hits. Tremendous young man and a tremendous baseball player. Big congrats out there to Tyler Tishner.
Yeah, absolutely. He was a good player. Pretty good basketball player. Could shoot a little bit.
Really?
Yeah, he played a couple of years, played JV for me, and good athlete. He can shoot a little bit, and just smaller. He never grew.
Have you seen him now?
He's swelled up.
Oh my gosh, this guy's he's swelled up more than Bobby Bonds did.
Yeah.
Barry Bonds did in the latter half of his career.
Yeah,
he is absolutely a beast.
Yeah, first time I saw him, after he put on that muscle on, I'm like, my gosh, what in the heck?
He lives in the weight room and he hits a softball now like 800 feet.
Yeah.
I mean, it's unbelievable. As Coach, I don't know, you were all over the place. You didn't get to watch much sports this weekend, but I got something I want to get your guys' thoughts on because you and I texted about this in our group chat on the other night when the Tigers and Mariners were playing. I kind of lost it with Notre Dame today playing NC State. Like, I am a fan of having replay. I do think that it's important to get the call right.
Agree.
But why, guys, are we having replay when our replay officials are blowing calls? Like I don't know if you saw it, Coach, the Tigers, and the Mariners tried to bunt. It's playing on the replay. They even zoom in on the replay. It hits the bat, and then it hits his, bottom of his hand, his wrist. They call it a hit by pitch. Notre Dame has 3 replays back to back to back where there's no catch. Even the replay official, they always have a replay guy in the booth that they talk to, the rules official. He's like, there you go, ball's on the ground. Then it gets on his hip. It's an incomplete pass. They leave it as a pass catch. Then Notre Dame makes the interception. They call that one incomplete. Like, what's the use of having replay if we're still blowing calls? We might as well just speed it up and blow calls without replay.
Yeah, there is absolutely no, in the digital world and the world that we live in with the technology that we have and the 95 cameras and the 360 angles and all the things that we have, there is 0 reason to not get replay right. Now, listen, human error is human error and human nature. But to go to the replay, which I think obviously not everybody's in agreement on having replay, but I am. I'm one that I want to get it right. But this makes it look foolish.
And then if you looked at it, I don't know how much baseball you watch.
Not much.
I mean, I don't think there's anything that you, Coach Payne and I have talked about this. There may be nothing better in sports, maybe like an overtime in a Stanley Cup Finals.
Gosh, man.
But in MLB, where you spend 8 months grinding for 162 games, and it literally comes down to like one play. You had an unbelievable Dodgers and Phillies game that ends on literally a PFP, a pitcher fielding practice that, when we talked about this, like in basketball where every day you'll work on some blockout drills. And after about 2 weeks, the players are like, why are we doing this? Like, I know how to block out. And then, people will tell you they lost national championships because they missed a block out.
It's the details.
Yeah, same thing in baseball. PFPs, you do that all the way back in spring training. You probably do it once, twice a week, and pitchers hate it. They're just like, why are we doing this? And it literally comes down to a pitcher just absolutely panicking on the mound and throwing away an easy play where the Dodgers get a walk-off win. And then the Tigers-Mariners game was absolutely unbelievable. I mean, there's not much better than playoff baseball, Coach Payne.
I love it. I absolutely love it. And I know Briggs is down on baseball because the Braves are terrible. And
I just don't have time to watch it. I love playoff baseball. I just don't have time. Time's in.
Yeah, busy. And but it is. There's nothing more exhilarating than that game. What did we go 15, 16 innings last night?
Yeah, I think so. Something like that.
And like you said, it comes down to one pitch, and that one pitch may be on a 3-1 count, which changes everything, the trajectory of everything. That it's probably it's got to be a strike. The bases were loaded at one point. You had first and second during the 12th inning at one time, and you think there's no way they're going to get out of this inning without 1 or 2 crossing the plate. And Detroit makes 2 great double plays.
Yes.
But I love it. I love playoff baseball.
Detroit will now play the Blue Jays, and then also now you got as we're recording, the Brewers and Cubs haven't played yet, but the Brewers or the Cubs will take on the Dodgers, and we'll see what these guys think about the AL and NLCS a little later. Do have to ask you guys, as you said you didn't get a chance to watch much of it. I will say that throughout on Tuesday and Wednesday, we'll have playoff baseball right here on 102.7 The Game. We got to work it in with football on Thursdays and Monday Night Football and the high school broadcast on Friday, but we'll give you as much playoff baseball as we can. Let me ask you, Coach Brigance is, you had the WNBA finals. Did you watch any of that and how that went?
Very little of it. I know the Aces, is it 3-0 or they win it already?
I think they won it.
Is it 4?
I don't know. I have to check. They won.
4-0.
Yeah, they won.
Okay, last I saw it was 3-0,
Mm-hmm.
which I'm kind of shocked they swept them 4-0, to be honest with you. But I watched a little bit of that, and it was pretty good. And right now in the fall, I'm watching football. I mean, you can pretty much watch a football game every night almost.
Well, I think starting Tuesday, I think there were 47 straight days that you'll either get college or NFL football on, because you get into some of these conferences like the MAC, also Conference USA and Western. They're playing on Tuesdays for the next couple Tuesdays.
I like it. I like
so you're going to
it.
get football for like 47 days if you want to. Basketball, Big Blue Madness is kicking off on Saturday night. The guy that's happiest about that is Mark Stoops, because now they're going to look good. You may get the guy commit, and everybody forgets about football.
Did you see Bradley? I don't know if you saw this either. There's a guy on ESPN, I think, was doing some rankings of coaches, and he had like Kelsey fourth ahead of
Really?
I think it was somewhere ESPN somewhere, and he had Kelsey ahead of Pope and Patino and Dan Hurley.
Well, first of all, listen. If you want to put Kelsey in front of Pope, I think you can make that argument
for this year.
All right, but you can't put Kelsey in front of in front of Patino or Hurley. That's like me putting you in front of Babe Ruth.
Yeah, well, Hurley is psychotic, so
that he is.
I don't know. Can you get me
another rich comment?
I mean, did I hurt your feelings or something in a tweet?
No.
Or
I just figured you might need a mirror.
Text message or something?
No.
Why are you coming at me like this?
I'm not. I was just saying.
He's coming at me because I can't say anything to him in the same room.
I think that's what it is. It's like Kirk
So what are you saying?
Signetti.
Look in the mirror. What are you trying to say?
I think he was trying to say you're a little bit psychotic.
That's you're
how
psychotic on the sidelines. You just want me to say it, or do you want me to hint around at it?
I mean, so you think I'm psychotic?
No, I said no. I did not say that. Psychotic on the sidelines at times, absolutely. Ask any third region official.
To the Dan Hurley extent?
No.
He talks to himself.
Well, he's psychotic in nature in his life, and I don't think you are.
I don't hope not.
Dan Hurley will
I think you are just 2 hours a night.
I got to ask you, Coach Payne, is Dan Hurley a guy that dresses up for Halloween?
Oh yes. Guaranteed, but it doesn't go out. It's just him and his wife.
Oh, okay. There you go. Right there at home.
That's serial killer type stuff.
Have you seen these people that dress up like they dress up as a furry and they're like they have an owner like walking them and stuff, like for real?
Yes.
Have you seen that, Bradley?
Listen, I don't know. We may have to edit this. Who knows?
That's all right. Go ahead.
I saw a grown ass man in some kind of cat suit or something like that with a trainer who is also a grown ass man. And they went to a dog contest. I don't know what the hell they were doing.
I sent that to y'all.
Yes.
Via
What the hell are we doing?
I don't know.
What are we doing?
And he was doing tricks, and they were like clapping for him.
They were rolling. He would roll over and everybody would clap, golf clap for him. I'm like, well, I would win that. I'd be the best dog
We
ever.
should do that. What's wrong with people, man?
How about the one that was the furry that put on the bear costume and would try to go out there and live with bears and then got attacked?
Yeah,
I mean, come on.
That's what you get.
Exactly.
So, do you think people that dress up a lot, do you think they got some problems?
You have to. We've talked about this. There's something there. Our brains are complex beings, and there's just something that's not wired right for people that enjoy, adults that enjoy dressing up and going out and partying with each other. There's just something not right about it.
Well, this is a thought. I haven't ran it by Vic yet, but I think for a special Halloween edition, that me and you, since we're streaming, me and you dress up in a costume and record.
Oh, the legendary Pull and Spall live stream would go nuts if you guys showed up here on the Monday before Halloween in costume.
I have always been a team player, and I'll continue to be, but it's not who I am. I just want everybody to know.
Well, let's do a theme. Let's have a theme and do it. I think it'd be great.
Which one of you guys would be the pet, and which one of you guys would be the owner?
I'd be the owner. I have to be.
Yeah. I can't trust Matt rolling over him. Getting up on his hind legs, we'd be screwed.
Oh, man. Oh, I'll tell you what. With that, Brigance, tell me about your great partners at Hawkins Avenue. This may be the last show they do.
How do you transition from that?
I don't know.
Hawkins Avenue. PLLC is a full-service architecture firm in Beaver Dam, Kentucky, founded in 2022, providing design services for academic, business, healthcare, hospitality, industrial, and mercantile projects. Give Jeremiah or Kyle a call at 270-363-2235.
And with that, we'll take a short break. When we come back, we'll have your Canty Dairy Queen list. And, you know what, maybe we have like a Beyond the Bench. I guess it would be like a dog show, and you guys are the judges for those dog shows?
We could do a dog show. There's a lot of things we can do.
Bring your dogs, your boyfriends, your girlfriends, whoever.
It's Beyond the Bench. We'll be right back. Green River Area Federal Credit Union. It's Beyond the Bench, 102.7 The Game. All of it brought to you by the Green River Area Federal Credit Union. Vic Evans with Brigance here in the Floor Concept Studios. We got Coach Bradley Payne on the Green River Area Federal Credit Union hotline. As always, you can watch on the live stream on YouTube thanks to Legendary Pool and Spas. And Coach Payne is on one today. We've enjoyed that.
I got a question. Are you okay, man? Are you a little jet lagged or what?
Yeah, it's got to be something. I mean, I've been in Texas, Tennessee.
I mean, you're on me right now.
Well, it's out of love. It's not. I had a little bit of road rage. I'm through it though. I'm on the cruise. I'm straight now.
Did you run out of Diet Pepsis or what?
Oh no, he never runs out of that. No, whoa, that's a
Did you really?
Well, at the wedding. Stuart. It was one thing that Stuart had promised me to happen, that they would have Diet Pepsis there. To his account, they did. It was just in fountain, and he knew that I would only drink it out of the bottle, and so that screwed everything up.
So why can't you drink it out of fountain?
I don't like it.
It's not as good.
I think fountain drinks are better.
No.
I used to until I really did. Those and I'll drink Diet Cokes out of a fountain before I will a Diet Pepsi out of a fountain. That's how weird. That's how bad Diet Pepsi out of the fountain is.
There's not a bigger diva than Coach Payne when it comes to Diet Pepsi. There's not. There's just not.
Like I said, these lips. I mean, I'm just not going to let anything touch these lips.
Oh, I understand that. Before we get to our Canty Dairy Queen list, we do want to talk about coming up. It's just 3 weeks away. You got the Southwire Basketball Media Day presented by Owensboro Health. Be right here, and we'll have this thing this year. Of course, we've always had it on our Cromwell YouTube page, but this year it will be live streamed on the Cromwell YouTube page. It will be on Facebook Live. It will be on X Live. And then, of course, it's always on 102.7 The Game. Starts at 8:30 in the morning. And how about this, Coach? We're gonna have Coach Brigance starting things off at 8:30 in the morning on Media Day. How about that?
Early riser. You all out of school that day, Coach?
I'm not sure, but I'll make it work. I think we are.
We're not. We didn't realize it.
I think we are.
Yeah. Most schools are.
Most schools are, but I think you guys, Davis County Public Schools, decided to go on Election Day. That's why we have it on Election Day. But as I've said, Coach Payne, and I could be wrong here, I think kids that will come to Media Day will get more out of coming to Media Day than they will some random Tuesday on a day of missing the school an hour and a half. They'll get more out of Media Day than they would being in school.
I'm not real sure if they're going to miss, something on their AP exam or something like that in that hour and a half they're going to be gone. So it shouldn't be too difficult as close as we are.
No, it's part of the process of academics and sports, and there's no issue for getting a kid out or missing a little time.
No.
You know, it's not a big deal, and we're looking forward to it and opening it up. You know, obviously we're not the last like the almighty Davis County Panthers are, but you know, we're opening up.
Hulk Hogan wrestles last.
Yeah.
Well, I will say this year there has been a switch because of some time problems with Catholic. Coach Hayden and Coach Payne have agreed to go the spot before last and switch up with Catholic. And they were like, hey, it even works better. I can get back to practice. So that's how we normally do it. The defending regional champs go last.
I see that. Yeah.
But this time they've been nice enough because of some scheduling conflicts with Catholic to switch with them.
Yeah,
our 9th district brethren.
There you go. We got to because everybody. You know, have you talked to your AD and Coach? Same question for both of you. I'll let you answer. Have you talked to your AD about super regionals, or there's been? Have you know if there's been conversations in the 3rd region? Is this something we'll have to wait till next sports season?
I think it's going to be next sports season. I don't think we can. And we've talked about it. I don't think we can dive right into it. Like I said, I'm good either way. I am, and I think you know Paul and Alex, you know, principal and AD. I think they both feel the same way. Some people really get tore up one way or the other on it. It really doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. You still got to play, and you still got to win games.
Yep.
I mean, in reality, and only thing I think you'll see is with the super regional. I still think you'll see the 8 teams that'd probably be there anyway.
I think most of the time it would be.
I mean, very rare.
Close.
Yeah, very rarely will it happen. I mean, you know, I think you'll see. I think you'll see two 10th district and 2 9th district teams every year, whether it's a super regional or not. I mean, if you have a super regional, you're going to see
maybe a 3rd.
You can see all 3 teams. I mean, there was one year when the 10th. I mean, they met each other in the regional championship game, and we were 1 point away from playing in the region. You know, McLean got us, and so all 3 of us could have been in the Final Four in a super regional. So, in the 9th can say that too. So, you know, either way, I don't care. I think it'd be kind of fun to mix it up.
I think
so.
Have you had a chance to say anything to your the Davis County's new athletic director, Coach Payne, and see what they thought?
I think everybody's going to be on the same page in the 9th. I mean, just full transparency. I don't think I'm keeping anything from anybody that doesn't know it. But I do think there's going to be some obstacles in it. Just like I said before, I think there's a few schools that if I were their AD, that I would probably vote against it, just simply because I wouldn't want to face another, you know, add another 10th or a 9th district team in it. I just wouldn't.
You know, I think it would be curious.
Okay.
I do think it would be curious for athletic directors is this going to be and I don't know, maybe you guys can answer is the super regional the 3rd region, you know, like region 6, I think it's basically going super regions and everything. Are they going to take this case by case basis? We're like, you know, or is it going to be, hey, we want everything to be a super regional, soccer, volleyball, basketball, baseball, or could you see maybe these sports play a super regional and these sports play it the old style?
I think you got to go everything as far as like when you're talking about, you know, soccer, basketball, volleyball. I think you need to go all super regionals if you're going to do it in one, and it's not going to hurt anything. You know, I'm districts like I said, I'm fine either way. But if, in my opinion, if you go super regionals, I just do away with districts. Mm-hmm. I would just do away with.
That's where I'm against it. And
why would you do it? Why are you against that though?
I still think there's something to be said about a district champion, and I still think that the district champion can have that incentive for people. And I'm just throwing it out. I'm throwing out names, so I don't want anybody to get butthurt over it. But like Trinity, they can still host, still make money off of their district hosting, and there's a carrot to dangle out there for the super regionals to win your district tournament, maybe
a double bye.
Again, I'm fine with that, but
just knee jerking.
It's got to be redistricted. The whole state's got to be redistricted, though, if we're going to do that. It's like we have a 3-team district. We got to make some changes across the board. I think you got to have either, you know, all 4-team districts. You got to change the RPI. You got to redistrict some things.
And maybe you guys
if you
don't
do away with districts, so that's your problem, Coach, is that you're relying on RPI.
Mm-hmm. Well, you got to change RPI. But see, I'm to the point of why not everybody play each other one time?
Impossible.
How's that impossible?
Impossible.
How?
Absolutely. Get a snow out and watch what happens to the whole RPI thing. Get a snow out. Somebody says, I can't make it up because I ain't going to play 3 games in this, or I ain't going to play 4 games in this week.
You got to do it in district. You got to do it in district play. I mean, you play.
Yeah, that's 3 teams. That's not 14 others.
That's 6 games, though. I mean, I get it. I understand that. It's just, I mean, we were talking about travel and expenses, and we got teams that won't play you in the region.
Yeah, no, they like to go play
You know what I'm
outside
saying?
the
So,
region.
like,
I know all about that.
Well, let's get to our Canty Dairy Queen list. It's not any Dairy Queen. It's Canty Dairy Queen, New Hartford Road here in Owensboro, right next to Ohio County High School. I will say, Coach Payne, Coach Brigance has taken a little break from Canty Dairy Queen because he's going out on the beach. So he wanted to make sure he was good and felt
I
down
had one
there
a
on the
couple of
beach.
nights ago.
Okay.
We actually
He's
had
on the
Dairy
Zion diet.
No.
How about Zion? He looks good.
Yeah.
Him and Luca.
Yeah, no, they do look good. No, we had a Dairy Queen night for our basketball team.
Oh, there you go. All right.
And we had a good little fundraiser for us. We did well. So.
Our list this week, we're going to give you
Sounds like money.
3 to 4.
What?
Nothing.
I can't hear you. You're mumbling.
He didn't want you to hear that one. We're going to your top 3 to 4 coaches, any sport that's going to be fired before the
We
end of
said
the
football.
year. It's only football.
Football, NFL or college.
Okay, NFL or college.
Yeah.
There you go. So your top these are, and we're taking Mark Stoops off because we all know he
all
should
know
be
that,
fired, and it's probably going to happen. So your other, if you got 3, you got 4. Coach Brigance probably has 6. So
I have
this
4.
would be your coaches that you think by the end of this year, when the coaching carousel happens, they all get fired. We'll start with you, Coach Brigance.
I'm going to talk about an old Louisville Cardinal coach.
Okay.
Why anybody would hire him as a head coach is beyond me. But Ron Cooper's at Long Island. And look at his record.
God, I had no idea.
I didn't know he was at Long Island either.
Yeah, he's at Long Island, and his record's atrocious. He's like won 4 games every year. So I would definitely fire Ron Cooper. Ron Cooper should never get another head coaching job.
Ever. Maybe not even a coaching job, period.
I think you'd be a good position coach.
Good assistant coach. All right, let's go to you, Coach Payne. Give me one of your coaches that you think by the end of the coaching carousel, he will no longer be coaching.
Brent Pry from Virginia Tech.
He's already been fired, Coach.
He's already been fired.
He was fired like
Really?
3 weeks
Well,
ago.
I thought he should have been.
He was fired like 3 weeks
3
ago.
weeks ago. Where have you been?
After week 1, I thought, that dude, I'll never watch them again.
How did you not know he wasn't fired, though? He was the first one to get fired
He
in
was.
college football.
He was.
Yeah, he's pathetic. I mean, they do all of that to come into the games. Their home atmosphere is unbelievable, and this clown has them all screwed up. Well, they ain't got no better.
Well, they won a game.
Yeah, they did.
Well, shit, hell, you all won a game. I mean, a blind hog finds a nut.
We're going to have to get him off the road and some Diet Pepsi quick.
Yeah, he's gotta have that
Inject that in his veins or something. Golly.
I'm going to give you one.
Let me have another one.
All right, go get
Ready?
another one.
Well, I got 3 more, too.
So go ahead.
I only have 3.
Well,
All right.
hold on. Wait a second,
Then
then.
just hold off 1 second because I'm going to give you one. I got 4. I'm going to give you one. Trent Dilfer. He'll be fired at UAB.
Yeah, but that's a tough job.
It is a tough job. I mean, he was a great high school coach, won a
Yeah.
couple state titles in Tennessee in the private division.
Yeah.
No, he's going to get fired. All right, let's go to your next one, Coach Brigance.
So I hate to say this, is I compared Bradley to this guy.
Okay.
So because they got some similarities. He talks about me being a narcissist. Like he's Mike McDaniel narcissism level. Mike McDaniel's crazy. I mean, he mumbles. I'm pretty sure he's doing the lines before the game. He wears capri pants to coach in.
Yes. And he rips ends constantly.
Yes, and he has these dark sunglasses on. Looks like he's getting ready to go film a movie. And
He reminds me of where he's at now, the end of Scarface, whenever he gets involved in what he's
Yes.
selling.
yeah, and it's just like, and I think he's a good football mind.
I think he's a great offensive coordinator.
But he's got to go. It's just weird, and you got to. I mean, how do the guys have respect for him? That's my question.
I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. It's tough to, like, you've got to win if you're going to look like that, right? And you haven't played. Like, yeah. And he said he's not doing it. I was totally wrong on the Dolphins, and I guess Tua. I don't know. Maybe Tua's not as good as I still thought he would be all right, but
Tua's overrated.
It's over for the Dolphins and him.
I mean, he's working with half a brain.
If I was him, I'm shocked he's even out there.
Yeah, me too. Well, it's because he wants to get paid. I mean, that's a lot of money.
I tell you what, he's a better quarterback than Kyler Murray because they're kind of similar the way they play. Kyler Murray's he'll never win anything.
Let's get to Coach Payne's new number 3 guy.
Hope
Coach
somebody
Payne,
hasn't
you
been
got
fired
one?
yet.
Yeah, y'all want me to put Mike Gundy on there or no?
No.
Yeah, go ahead and throw him on there. Go
I'm
2 for
joking,
2.
I'm joking. All right, Brian Callahan.
Yeah, he's got to go.
That's a good one.
I mean, I think that's a good one. Callahan's one. I think it has to go, and just I can't see the.
Let them start over with Cam there and just start fresh because they're bad on both sides of the ball. One of the most penalized teams in the NFL. They're just bad.
He's actually my number 1. I've watched a lot of Titans, and there's some pieces there for the Titans.
I agree.
He's an idiot. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know if he's I just don't understand. I don't know. I don't think he's an idiot. I just don't get how you get there and then you just completely like Brent Pryor, what's his name again?
Brent Pryor?
Yeah, he was actually a good hire. Like, he's actually a good football coach. It's just sometimes it's a bad scenario situation, and we've all been in that in time or two. It's just not a good fit, and it's in football, I think it's so important to your position coaches.
Yes,
'cause they're so involved so much. I mean, to look at what was the guy that Chris Mack? He hired old boy that used to coach at Villanova or where Providence that backstabbed him, Gino.
Yeah, at Providence.
Yeah, I mean, Gino was a terrible hire for him and took Mack down.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
Gino tried to blackmail him.
Yeah, he did.
I'm going to give you guys one right here that I think will surprise you a little bit because I think the new voice needs to happen. And I'm going to say he gets let go at the end of the year, and that's John Harbaugh with the Ravens. I think he's been there 14 years.
That's a good one.
I think it's
a good one.
I think you get to a
I agree
point
with
that the veterans that you have heard everything that you can say. You've got Lamar there. I think it would be good to get a new voice there. And then I think if I'm the Titans, I go out and hire Harbaugh the minute they let him go and let him work with Ken Ward.
Yeah, I think he's
a
start.
great coach, but
Yeah,
I just think sometimes I think 10 years anymore. I don't think you have guys that can stay as long as like a Tom Landry or a Chuck Noll. I just think the game is different now, and he could use a fresh start. I'm going to go there with Harbaugh as mine right there. And listen, I will say this, and you guys tell me if I'm wrong on this because we're talking football coaches. Is there anybody that hates points more as a collective group than football coaches? Like, I don't get it. Like, Notre Dame's down there inside the 10-yard line. They can cook 2 field goals, and at the end of the first half, you're up 16-7. But it's 10-7 because you go for it on 4th and 3. Like, football coaches hate points.
It's this new era we're in of analytics. Everybody's got analytics and think, well, we want to do this, and you get the dude at the Detroit. I drew a blank on his name.
Campbell.
Campbell goes for all times, has some success. So now it's like the cool thing to do.
But I could be wrong, Coach.
I'm get your points.
I could be wrong, Coach Payne. But in any sport you have, except I don't know any sport that I know of, in the idea to score more points, or runs, or whatever else than the other team.
It's analytics. That's in their head. But I think John Harbaugh is a good one.
That's a really good one. They're not even the Ravens anymore because they don't play defense.
No,
they don't.
They got so many injuries. That's affecting a little bit on that side. But Brian Callahan was my number 1, but my number 2. A lot of people probably won't agree with this, but I think he's overrated. I just don't. He's never called plays. I don't know what he's ever done besides look good in khaki pants and a long sleeve shirt. And that's Marcus Freeman.
He took his team to the national championship game.
He didn't do it. He had a great offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator. I tell you what, he's good at. He's good at hiring coaches.
Okay, well,
he's good at hiring
coaches. Pretty good recruiter too.
Yeah, I'm just not a fan of him. I don't know, something about him I just don't like. First of all, I don't like Notre Dame football. When he's on that list. And Scott Satterfield's not, then you know that I hate Notre Dame football.
Hey, Satterfield's having a good year this year. I mean,
I can't even put him on there.
You wait. So here's the thing. Satterfield, and I'm a little worried about Brom being in this category, to be honest with you, what I'm getting ready to say. But Brom's not quite Satterfield-ish. There's this category of coaches that can get you 8, 9, 10 wins. Like, they can only get you so far.
Yes.
And they can't get over that hump. I think Brom can. I mean, Brom took Louisville to the ACC championship his first year. He took Purdue to the Big Ten championship, which is saying a lot.
But they were out in the West. The Big Ten was totally different. They played in the West.
But you know how hard that is.
No, you had to beat Minnesota, Iowa, Nebraska. Don't tell me how hard. No, it's baloney.
It's still hard.
Baloney. No. Not when every other team in the Big Ten that was any good was in the East. This was before USC and and Oregon
Still got them there.
Well, yeah, but come on. Okay. And what happened when it got there? Well, every team in the
close game.
Every team in the West got smashed by the East every year.
I'm just saying though. I think Brom, but he's been to 2 conference championship games. I think Brom can get them there. Satterfield's not going to ever get Cincinnati there. He's just not.
Go to your next one, Coach Payne.
Sam Pittman. It's time for Arkansas. You know,
God,
I'm
he's
joking.
already
I'm
been
joking.
fired.
I'm joking. I'm
God.
joking.
I was like, you lost your mind.
Listen, I'm going to say one here.
I thought he was for real. Did you?
No, because he talked about Petrino last week.
He did. That's right.
I kept on looking up people that was getting fired while y'all were running your mouths, and I was like, I got to come up with another one here. So this one's going to come out of left field, but Sean McDermott.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's time. I watch Buffalo religiously. I'm on freaking message boards like a nerd in a whitey tighties in the mom's basement. And like, this guy can't get it done. He's reached the pinnacle of his coaching paralysis. I mean, he has absolutely done the best that he can do, which is good. It's really good.
Yeah, you made it to the AFC Championship game.
So like, what you don't? I tell you why. You think
wouldn't
he's
want to jump ship?
You think
Anybody
he's
wants
soft?
to jump ship for Josh Allen right now?
You think he's soft? That's what it
Yes.
is. I know that's what it is. I think he's
1000%.
soft too.
Look at the defense. I mean, just look at the defense. Every year it's the same thing.
Steve's coordinator is terrible, but they're 4-1, man.
It is. They have to outscore everybody. So all the pressure's on Allen. And they've got to score 30 points a game because they give up 28.
Who would you get? Marcus Freeman?
No, that wouldn't be my first hire.
Ken Dorsey, one of the, go get you another offensive guy that works well with Allen.
John
Absolutely
Harbaugh?
not.
Harbaugh?
Dorsey, maybe. I don't know. I can tell you this. They'd be knocking on the door for Allen. I mean, it's not like,
oh, yeah.
They'd have to beg coaches to apply.
Would you get? You need some fire. Would you get John Gannon? I like those fire that he showed. He should never been fined $100,000.
Oh, yeah. I would have been a little bit leery of doing what he did. Just nervous.
I do want to
get hit in the mouth.
Yeah, I do want to say no matter what you think of him, because I think
I know what you're gonna say.
No, I'll just think of I'll give you my coach. This is just on the topic of coaches, but what Kirk Cincinnati's done at IU is unbelievable. I know they play nobody in the non-conference, but they're going into Oregon here and they're about ready to take a 2-touchdown lead against Oregon at Oregon.
Money line too.
No, Oregon's losing this game.
Real.
Like what he has done at IU is unbelievable. We're talking about a team that went to the Rose Bowl. What was it, back in like 1960?
He can coach, man.
Dude can coach. He's unbelievable. But I'm going to give you, this one's pretty easy, and I think it is going to be a one-hit wonder down there. I think Belichick gets let go by North Carolina at the end of this year. It's falling apart, like the whole thing with and I can't believe they can't, like if I'm Netflix, the show they had going down there, I would want to watch that show with what's all going down there.
I think it was
the girlfriend that got it canceled in Belichick and North Carolina.
It was North Carolina, but it is weird how North Carolina and Belichick both came out with a statement.
Yes.
Just like a couple days ago.
Hey, did you all hear that he called Herb Street?
Belichick did? No.
Today on College Game Day?
Did he really?
No, I did not see that.
So they were talking about it. And, of course, all the talking heads are, trying to pump him up and give him, all kinds of accolades and give him time and this and that. And McAfee started talking about him. And I think you'll see it on Twitter. Anybody that
I'll go hunt for it.
Game Day Live. And McAfee looks over at Herb Street's phone or whenever this is and goes, get it. Once you get the call, and he was like, I can't. And he was like, Bill Belichick is calling right now. Called him out.
You talking about a guy that has become soft and like has got thin skin. Like I thought there were some coaches in the third region that had thin skin, but this guy, like with what he's done with like, you can't say anything about, the quarterback that played at North Carolina. You can't have him mentioned anywhere because he plays for the Patriots and all the stuff's going on. He's become thin skinned. Gotta go quickly. Give me your number one. We're running long
it was
here.
Callahan.
Callahan was your number one. Give me your number one, Coach.
That was it. That was all that I had. But,
okay.
If I guess there is maybe, the obvious one that we all talked about is Stoops, that it's not going to happen. But no one deserves it more than Stoops.
It's going to happen.
I got a question for y'all, both of y'all, real quick.
Okay.
If Belichick does get fired, does his girlfriend, does she dump him?
No, I mean, he's still got the money. He's
Hell,
still got the
more.
money.
But she's going to put the ring on first, then.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to get. Yeah, she's going to have to. I mean, she's going to make sure. I mean, what was she? She was trying to trademark the framed. Was it Gold Digger? I mean, like it's still all the money's there for her, whether or not he's coaching in North Carolina or not.
Surely, Belichick was smart enough to sign a prenup.
Oh, well, they're not married yet, so I'm sure he will. But I mean, he's going to take care of her. I mean, we'll see what happens. My number one, it'd be easier to go like Napier or Zach Taylor. I think it's Fickle, the coach at Wisconsin. I think that's been a one that I just could not understand.
Surprised
it
me.
has not worked.
Yeah,
like,
that
this
surprised
guy,
me.
Bad.
Yeah, but I think you're right. I think we've talked about this. This is a guy that was great at Cincinnati, took him to the playoffs. You know, when it was only 14 playoffs.
They were loaded.
And I just think this is a guy that maybe he's more of a mid-level head coach and not now. You know, Cincinnati is now a Power 4 because they joined. You know, out there in the Big 12.
Yep.
But I think this was just I think the Wisconsin job was just too big for him. And, you know, he lost his offensive line coach to Notre Dame, who's done a great job there. So that's my number one. We got to get to break because when we come back, we won't know where you guys stand because there's a lot of games that are still going on Saturday and Sunday on your betting. But I've got 5 games I'm going to give you guys. And also, you're going to make a couple future bets, too. You're listening to Beyond the Bench, brought to you by the Green River Area Federal Credit Union, 1027 The Game. It's Beyond the Bench, 1027 The Game, brought to you by the Green River Area Federal Credit Union. Live stream brought to you by Legendary Pools and Spa. Vic Evans, Matt Brigance here in the Floor Concept Studios. We've got Brad Payne on the Green River Area Federal Credit Union hotline. And Coach Payne, I can't tell you where you guys stand because, as we said, we're recording super early this week because Brigance is going to Turks and Caicos. But we do have 5 bets for you. It's a little different this week because we're doing it so early. A lot of the lines aren't out yet for next week. So we do have there are 2 Monday night games, and we'll have Bears and Washington will be the game that will follow Beyond the Bench here right after we go off the air. And so that's where we're going to start, as Chicago is getting 4.5. Traveling to Washington. Daniels is back. The Eagles don't look as formidable. I mean, which way are you going to go on this, Coach Payne, with the Bears and the Commanders?
And 4.5 is a ripe backdoor cover for Chicago at the end. McLaurin has already been ruled out. I do know that.
Right.
Glad you have something right.
Fantasy teams. None of their coaches have been fired, have they?
No, they haven't gotten fired yet.
Dan Quinn.
Give me the Bears. I like taking points.
Bears? How much are you going to go on that?
25. I don't like it a lot.
All right, 25.
Actually, I do like it a lot. I'm still not sold on Washington. I'm taking 4.5.
I just
Caleb
feel
Williams
like
is playing better.
Once he gets, I agree, and I think he's finally listening to Johnson but Daniels and them. Maybe this is a sophomore slump. Maybe I just keep thinking about last year.
Well, Caleb's got some new purses, and so that's really helped him.
Well, it's also showed you about quarterbacks with, Caleb Williams, how he's playing, Daniel Jones, how he's playing, Sam Darnold. Got the guy up in New England that's playing really great.
You can't give up on these guys.
Not just can't. Yep. You just got to put good offensive coaches with them.
Coaching matters.
Coaching matters.
Eberflus was terrible.
It's unbelievable.
Well, look at him. Look at the Cowboys defense. He can't even coach defense, and you just look around the league. You just can't give up on them. You have to hire offensive guys and trust them to build it. You cannot hire defensive coaches as head coaches anymore in the NFL. It goes to show. Then the first Monday night game, Buffalo goes down to Atlanta. Coach Payne's already trying to fire the coach. Atlanta's getting 5.5.
Yeah, they're 4-1. He's trying to fire them. Fickle fan.
Which way are you going on this one, Coach Brigance? I'll let you go first on this one.
I got Bijan Robinson on my team, fantasy team, and I'm still not I just don't know about Atlanta. Something's not I don't know. I don't trust Atlanta.
You got a defensive coach with the offense. Coach.
I'm going. Even though it's at Atlanta and they get the hook, I'm still going to go Bills.
Gonna go Bills. How much are you putting on the Bears game? You didn't
40,
say.
and I want to put 40 on the Bills. I'm not buying down. I'm not buying down the hook either.
All right, we'll go over to you, Coach Payne. Your Bills are going into Atlanta. I'm surprised you're not going down there to watch them play. It's a really short drive. Which way are you going in this one?
Give me the Falcons for 100.
Whoa!
What in the world?
They'll win. They'll blow them out. Buffalo's done. Their defense is pathetic.
Wow.
I'm through with them.
He is jumping off the Bills
He
bus.
has. I'm telling you. As soon as he answered the phone, I knew something wasn't right. What the heck?
It makes me so mad. It's year after year, though. There is no way this team can beat Kansas City. And so, listen, to start the year, I think it's I think I'm pretty confident in saying that we all three or anybody with a pulse thought this thing's going to run through the Ravens and the Bills are going to be right there with them. And then the Bills luck in and win that game against the Ravens, which we find out later on the Ravens aren't worth a damn.
Yeah, but at that time, though, Ravens was better than what they are now.
I agree.
They're depleted
I agree.
right now.
But you put the Bills and the Chiefs in a game that matters. Tell Allen. Don't tell Allen because he's fine. Tell McDermott this game matters. That you're going against Andy Reid and they'll lose.
Well, I think your defensive coordinator is the problem. I don't like that guy at all.
I don't either, man. I don't either.
We're going to make this one even tougher on you guys. This is going to be a futures pick, so you're going to bet $100 on this. If any of the teams make it there, you're going to get 3-1 on your money.
Okay.
You've got to give me your NBA Finals.
I'm going Cleveland and Oklahoma.
Cleveland and Oklahoma. I mean, Cleveland seems to choke a lot. I like the Oklahoma pick. They're the defending champion.
I'm going the best. They were the best odds on FanDuel, and I'm going with them.
There you go, Coach. How about you, Coach Payne?
I hate the Knicks.
Give me your NBA Finals pick.
Giannis is going to be traded to the Knicks before the season starts.
Well, that's like right around the corner.
Right. So I'm going to go with the Knicks.
If he gets traded there, yeah, I'd like. How do you know he's getting traded there?
I don't. I'm just saying it.
He's got some inside info.
No. And the OKC is a pretty easy pick, right? But let's go
Lakers.
Let's go back. Let's go. No, I don't think so. Let's go with the Nuggets. One more run.
One more run for Denver.
Yeah, I can see. I think the Western Conference is always the tougher conference. So.
Me too. Without a doubt. And especially with the Celtics reloading or whatever they're doing.
Does he play this year? Do you think the Celtics keep him out all year? Do you think he comes back by the end of the year?
I don't know why you would, unless. I wouldn't. Are they going to be competitive?
No, I don't think so.
It's a lot of money you got invested into that you want to make sure he gets completely healthy. Right. While we were recording that on Saturday night, Brewers and Cubs are going to play. You got to give me your winner of the NLCS, either the Brewers or Cubs, whoever wins that game, and the Dodgers. Which way are you going? It's $50. You win $100. Which way are you going, Coach Payne?
Dodgers.
You're going to go Dodgers?
Everything's rolling for them again.
So we're going between Dodgers and Brewers or Cubs?
Yes.
Okay.
For the NLCS, pick your winner. I'm
going Dodgers.
You're going Dodgers too. So nobody thinks that the Dodgers, think they're going to roll on with what they're doing. Let's go to the ALCS real quick. Who you got, Coach Payne? Mariners, Blue Jays.
Blue Jays, man, can anybody get Glad Jr. out?
Well, the Yankees can't, that's for sure.
I'm going Mariners. I'm going opposite.
You're going to go with the big dumper coming through and getting there, guys. Coach Payne, be careful on the road there.
Get you some Diet Pepsi, buddy.
Yeah, get you some Diet Pepsi.
I'm trying, man.
It's been Beyond the Bench, brought to you by the Green River Area Federal Credit Union. These guys will see you next Monday.
This next Monday, 6 p.m. for more Beyond the Bench. Your home for Third Region Sports is 102.7 The Game.
Barbecue sauce.